Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this session today. This is going to be one more session with the Experience Labs. And here today, we're going to discuss more on the Goals 3.0. So that's the newest version that we have deployed along with the new Indigo version of the platform. And I'm going to give you a deep dive walkthrough on what is something new that we have included along with the Goals 3.0 and how easily that you can navigate and create goals and how we have simplified the process. So these are the agenda for today's session. And before I could go ahead and start this session, I want to quickly launch this poll. I hope everybody can see it. Could you please share your thoughts? Yep, yep. I just wanted to know how you guys are feeling today. Great. I'll give another 10 seconds. All right, awesome. I'm going to end the poll and I'm just sharing the results with you guys. So basically, most of you guys are like relaxed and good to know. And there's one person who's confused. I'll make sure that you get your answers before end of the session today. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay. So once again, this is an experience lab session. For those of you who are not aware of this session, what is the session is all about. So we facilitate this session every quarter, I mean, once in a quarter. And in this session, we'll be discussing about any new product or the feature that has been deployed within Engagely. And I'll be giving you a deep dive walkthrough on that. So that will be the session is all about. And today's session is about Goals 3.0 deep dive. And we have deployed few other new features, and we'll also talk about that. And for some of you who don't know me, my name is Jeev, and I'm part of the customer experience team with Engagely. And I'm one of the senior solution consultant here. And I typically take care of the onboarding and implementation and training for the new clients and the existing clients. And my role is to typically get you guys updated with the new product features and updates and the services, and keeping you, up to date with all the changes and any processes or the product or the features that has been recently launched within Engagely. Now, quickly, what is new? So, as you know, Engagely has been continuously evolving as a product, and we've been hearing your feedback very frequently. And we have made number of changes, and we had also gotten various version. And the version that we have got is the Indigo. Along with the Indigo, we have also got a new Goals 3.0. So using this 3.0, we have simplified the way that you create a goal and manage a goal. That's exactly what I'm gonna discuss with you on today's session. New features. So of course, new UI and the Indigo. And then we have new goals 3.0, and then enhanced Marissa AI. So the AI is something we have enhanced it to the next level. It's no longer a simple AI, which would be used for the context draft. Now it's going to help you more uh, help you with all the modules, more or like gonna act like a agent, right? Which is incorporated with all the modules, including performance, goals, learning, growth, whatever modules that you're using, the AI gonna help you throughout your journey with the application, and then more. Eventually, I will talk about how the AI gonna help you in some time. And before that, I want to just give you a quick overview of our application. And before I could do that, I just quickly wanted to understand how many of you, okay, are you guys able to hear me? Can you please quickly drop your answers in the chat? Because someone says they can't hear me. Okay, okay, okay. Everybody can hear me. All right, thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. I just wanted to quickly launch another poll to understand how many of you in the call are already have switched to the new UI and the Goals 3.0 or considering for the switch or no? Okay. All right. 5 more seconds. Awesome. So it looks like majority of you are not using the new UI, that is the Indigo version and the Goals 3.0. So this session is going to help you guys to understand how we have evolved as a product as well as a module in terms of goals. And at the end of the session, if you would like to considering switch it over to the new UI or the goals, please connect with your AMs or account managers immediately. We will help you in getting yourself switched. And if you ask me if there is any, if there is any, if there is any time taken to switch you over for the transitioning your data and everything, no. It would take less than 10 minutes for you to switch you over to the new UI, and it should not take more than 5 to 10 minutes for the even the data to get transitioned to the new UI. So everything gonna stay intact in the new UI. All the goals, all the data, it's gonna seamlessly transfer to the new UI without any problem. Having said that, I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna take you to the product. Give me 1 second here. Um, Here we go. And yeah, and if you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the chat box. More than happy to help. All right. So for anybody who is not aware of this new UI, for those people, this is the new Indigo version, the most simplified version that I've ever seen in the the past decade of Engagely. So what is something new here? Again, before I could get into the Goals 3.0, this quick overview dashboard remains the same as the previous version, but what is something new? For all the managers, we have given a dedicated My Team overview here. So in a single click, you would be able to access all the pending items for your team and a quick overview of your team goals. And you are allowed to click on each one of your individual users' profile, and you can access the goals or the performance data of your direct reports. And also we have included something called tasks. So apart from this pending actions, if you wanted to get your task details in detail across all the modules, this is the right place where you can navigate and access all of your pending activities or the items as tasks. And this applies for the managers as well. As a manager for your team, if there is any pending activities, you can also access this under tasks. Very, very important and essential. Apart from that, on the left side, when you navigate to the apps, here is where you can access all the other application. Based on today's session, I'm gonna take you to the goals. So the moment you click on the goals, by default, the logged in end user, they would get to see all the goals they are responsible for, right? So if you own some goals, all those goals would be start showing up under my goals. Now, what is something new here? It's very simple. In a single click, you will be able to see all the goals that you've been working on and the associated key results or the contributing goals like this. And directly from here, you would be able to even update your goals. Say 100%, add your comments and save, and it's updated. That's how simple it is, right? And these all remains the same. All the goals assigned by you would show up right here prominently. All the goals like you follow or discussed and all of your drafts would show up here prominently. And all of your top level goals will be available right here under the top level goals. You have a filter to choose between the org goal, department goal, or the BU goal, a dedicated place for the top level goals. And we have also placed something called the library. So either you can maintain your organization library by adding the goal template from the top right corner, and people can just copy it from here. Or Engagely provide you a room full of library of goals, and you have an option to filter this by different departments. Say if it's a human resource department, if you filter, these are the goals that has been globally used across the industries, across the human resources teams. And if you are from a human resources team, you can utilize any of this goal that has been available by simply clicking on use this. So if you are an organization, instead of importing the goals to the user's profile, if you wanted to create a template under the library and where you want the people to copy it from there, absolutely, you have an option to create a goal template right here with the title, measurement type, and your key results and the measurement type. That's all. And people can come here and they can simply copy it like this, use this. That's all. And again, if you're a manager, you have a dedicated view, my team overview, and the same, similar to the previous version, we do have the goals dashboard here. So as a manager, you would get to see or the leader, you would get to see how many members of your team members who do not have a goals, who got a goals, whose goals are at risk, and different statuses across the goals. And if they have aligned the goal or not aligned the goal categories, these all remains the same. There is no major difference, right? And again, if you want to get into each individual view of your team members, yes, you can. Okay. Apart from all this, right, we do have something called goals directory, which was, yes, it was available in the previous version, but we have simplified this in such a way that, say, for an example, if you are an admin in the system, like an HR, you want to know, say, for an example, there is a filter and you choose the department and you select a department called, say, for an example, sales and account. And you would be able to see all the goals that has been created by the people from the sales and account management. So in a simple words, you would be able to select any department or the business unit you want, and you would be able to access all the goals from the people who belongs to the department and whomsoever belongs to these particular department, whatever goals they've been working on, and those goals will be available right here. And again, in a single click, you will be able to see all those key results and the aligned goals, everything at one go, right? So you no longer have to click on each one of the goal to see how it is aligned and what are the contributing goals and everything. So if you wanted to know about any specific department and the goals created by that particular department people, in a single click, you will be able to see all of those users who belong to the department and their goals. So that's the best part here. And not just this, and there is an export option available on the top right corner. We have now included one-stop shop report that's going to give you all the information that you're looking for. So you no longer have to juggle between different tabs and the different filters. This particular export option would allow you to add some columns that you want or the demographic fields that you want. And it also includes by default, no, by default, it includes some metadata fields. And that includes the field, the comments as well. So in the previous version, our none of our like reports will not give you an option to export the comments that has been added at the time of updating your goal or checking on your goals. But currently, any custom fields that you have created, including the comments fields, all this can be easily exported in a single click. So this is going to be that one-stop shop report that you can rely on, right? It's under the goals directory. So some of you may have challenge in generating a report in the grid view that we had in the past. So where you have to wait for some time, the system have to load the entire grid to download the report. Using this option, absolutely not. Instantly, an email will be triggered to you and you can download all the goals. Doesn't matter whatever goals it is, like 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000. All the goals can be instantly exported. And this is a major problem that we are solving in terms of report. All right. Now going back to the creation of goal. So what is something new that we have included? To be very honest, in terms of workflow, it remains the same. We have not changed anything. Say, if you wanted to create a goal, you hit add on the top right corner and you give a title, say, um, launch engage lease goal 3.0 before end of this month, September 2025, right? If this is your goal, and you can assign it to anybody you want, or by default, it will be assigned to you. It remains the same. Duration, setting up the start and the end date for this goal. This also remains the same. We have not changed anything here. Measurement type, percentage, quantity, milestone. It remains the same. Yes, now we do have integration available with Jira, Salesforce, or Google Sheet, which would allow you to automatically update some progress directly from here by choosing the relevant column. So whenever you update something on the Jira, Salesforce, or Google Sheet, that would automatically get updated here. If you need any information, more information on this, we have a help document available in the Help Center about all the three integration. You can refer to it. And in terms of visibility is also remains the same. So you have an option to make your goal visible to everyone, or you can custom choose the people to whomsoever you want to make the goals visible, or by default, it's not visible to anybody, just for your managers. Now, we have included something called, apart from this categories and the reminders that you can set up, priority, very, very important. So if you have some critical goals, and if you want to prioritize those goals, whether it's P1, P2, P3, and this can be customizable in a way that you want. So by default, it's P1, P2, P3. If you want to call this as something else, absolutely it is customizable. And it is not always 1, 2, 3. If you want to have till 10, 15, you can do that. Absolutely, it is customizable. So using this, we are solving a problem like all the critical goals can be differentiated or bifurcated versus the normal or the regular goals. So yes, we do have a functionality now to prioritize your critical goals. So you can choose your priority and now you can save and publish. Before I could do that, you can see in the previous version, you are allowed to just create a key result underneath any goal, right? Now we are giving you two options. Either you can create a key result or you can create a contributing goal directly from here. So you no longer have to create a key result and then convert that key result to a goal. You can directly create a sub goal or a contributing goal directly from here. With the ownership can be transferred and the different time duration can be set, measurement type can be set, even a different priority can be set for those sub goals or the the contributing goals. So that's how simple it is. So now again for an example, the same goal, right? So we will call it as a P1. And as a manager or as an admin or as a department head, if you want to cascade this goal to multiple people at one go, right? Earlier, you have to create a goal and then add as a key result and then convert that goals. It's like a multiple steps. But in this version, all you can do is click on Cascade, and then you can select all the people at one go, either my team for the managers or my entire organization for the admin, and you can simply click on next. Now, how easily now you can add the contributors at one go. And you have an option to even enable the weightages directly from here. Now, all of these people going to contribute to this particular goal. A typical scenario where if you are a team manager and if you want to cascade this goal to your team members, you can choose your team and select everyone and hit next. In this way, each one of these team members going to contribute to this particular goal. As simple as it is. Now, another scenario. So you create this as an individual goal and you saved and published it. Okay. So after publishing this, if you want to copy and assign the same goal to multiple people, which is a major challenge in the previous version that we had, goals 2.0. So now how we can solve this problem is, say this is the goal that we just created, just simply click on it. And for those who don't know, this is a new view of the goals that you can access. Now you have an ability to add some tasks underneath this goal. Uh, Including anyone for the discussion at the bottom remains the same. The progress graph remains the same, but just that the way the goals have been placed on the left side and the tasks that you can add underneath the goal is something new that we have added, including the due date that you can set. Okay, now coming back to the question. So this is the goal that we've just created. Now click on these three dots, and now you have an option to copy and assign. Simply click on copy and assign. And if you wanted to copy and assign the same goal to multiple people, just select everyone and just click on assign. When you do that, at the bottom right corner, when you do that, all these people going to be created with this particular goal. Always remember, these are not going to be a contributing goal. These are going to be an individual goal to each one of these people. But from here, if you want to make it as a contributing goal, just check this. Or if you want these goals to be automatically aligned to this main goal, check this. Now this has been very much simplified in such a way that even you can eliminate this step after creating a goal, align it to any goals. If a top level people like, any CXO or CFO or any executive team members, if they want to create a goal and if they want to cascade that to multiple people and make it align to the main goal, they can do that at one go. So at at one go, you would be able to copy and assign it to multiple people by simply clicking on assignment or by checking on the contribute. So you are asking them to contribute to the main goal. It's more like the cascade. By checking the align option, you are allowing all this goal to be aligned to this one particular goal. So these are some of the options that we have introduced to reduce that number of clicks that you were doing in the past. Okay, let me take a quick pause here and see if I have any questions. I don't see priority and categories option. Yeah, Helen. So it's very simple. So if you're in the new version, if you're in the old version, you will not be able to see that. So you have to migrate to this Indigo version. If you are in the Indigo version, if you are under goals, just navigate to the settings at the very bottom. Under the goal settings, you will find the last before option is categories. So this is the place where you can enable goal categories. And the second option from the top is the priority. So here is where you can enable priorities. And this is the place I was talking about. So if you wanted to change something as like instead of P1, if you want to call it as something else, please add them with your description and with your preferred color. You can delete the current one if you don't like it. And always remember this priority and the settings under the goals will be available only in the new Indigo version. I hope this answered your question, but anybody else, any questions so far? Is there a way to select multiple goals? How do we get the Indigo version? That's a great question, Sharon. Please connect with your account manager. Just drop them an email. We would be able to instantly switch you over to the new version. And if you need any resources, we can also help you with that. Or if you need a kind of a refresher training on the Indigo version, we can also help you with that. So do connect with your AM. Anybody wants to transition to the new UI. Not at all. So the mass upload option is still available. I'll come back to your question, Ellen. And before that, to answer this question. So when you're under this, okay, and one more thing. So now I am under the goals. I'm navigating to the goals. And, and it's by default, it's my team, right? So if you're an admin, if you wanted to access the goals across the organization, just choose this drop down and my org. Because in this version, we have removed that home teams admin. So irrespective of whatever modules you are in, by default, you will see your data. And then if you are a manager, you will see your team data under my team. If you are an admin, just switch this to my org. Or if you're just an admin, not the manager, by default, you will see my org. And when you're under my org, on the extreme right corner, there is a three dot button. And click on this three dot. Here is an option to import. So this stays intact. We have not removed it. So using this template, you will be able to mass upload any goals. However, if you feel like, updating that sheet is very kind of a like cumbersome task for you, if you are expecting an easiest way, this is the way, right? So this is one goal that we just created. And if you wanted to assign the same goal to multiple people, the option that I was talking about earlier, just click on these three dots, copy and assign. Just select everyone and assign. As simple as it is. But if you ask me a question, can we select multiple goal? No. So there is an option to copy and assign goals to multiple people, but it has to be one by one. You cannot select multiple people at one go. I mean, multiple goals at one go. All right. Now, what is something again new that we have introduced here? Um, Top level goals. Okay. In the previous version, if anybody has a department admin access or the overall admin access, when you're creating a goal, you would get an option to choose the goal type. But now you will not be able to select that goal type here, but anybody who got an admin or the department admin or the BU admin level access, they can navigate to the top level goals. Only they would get an option to add a goal from here. And then from here, you can choose whether it's an org goal or a department goal or a BU goal. See, if it is a department goal, I'll make it very simple. If it is a department goal and select the department, say, um, sales and accounting, right? And set some priority and everything. And as a department admin, if you wanted to, or department head, if you want to cascade the same goal to all the people in your department, you can do that, and you can simply select and you can publish it. That's all. In this way, what we are eliminating is, as an individual, they no need to create a goal one by one, and they no longer have to align it manually. So when you create a department goal and when you cascade it like this, it will be automatically assigned to them. And again, um, give me 1 minute. So when I open this goal and when I click on the hierarchy, look at this. The alignment is already made, right? So the employees no longer have to create an individual goal and search for their department or an org goal and align it. If you want to do it this way, you can, but still you can do it in the old way. But as a department head, admin, or the department head or the BU head, if you want to create a goal and cascade it to all the people who belong to the department, you can do that. And another best part here is you can add contributors now directly from this hierarchy view. You can add a key result or add a contributing goal directly from here. You no longer have to toggle between or go back and forth and do that. So in the hierarchy view itself, now you have an option to add a contributor you can cascade it to multiple people. So look at this. This is another way of doing it. Publish. So when I complete this, you can see already there is a hierarchy formed there. Close this. Look at this. So you can keep on adding contributors directly from here with this view. And to give you a more clarity on this, I want to show it to you from another goal, which has the combination of organization, business unit, department, and individual. Look at this. When you click on view parent alignment, yeah, look at this. So this is a organization level goal, and you have a business unit, department, team, or maybe individual, and all these are the contributing goals. And if you want to add more contributors, you can still click on this plus symbol and you can keep adding them. So this is another best part that we have included that would save a lot of time, and that would completely stop you from going back and forth and aligning it. And if you ask me a question, Jeev, did we remove this alignment part? Absolutely not. If you have an individual goal, if you want to align it, say, you can access any goal, you can still find this alignment option. So as an individual, when you create a goal, there will be still an alignment option. Click on align. You can still search for your org goal or a department goal or a BU goal, and you can still align it. It's still there. But we have made it more easier way from the top level, how easily you can cascade it. So that's the another best part that we have. All right. So in short, this is quite about the new features and the most simplified version that I have personally seen in the goals version, like, how easily you can create and manage goals or navigate through the goals. Apart from all this, if you are looking forward to use our new UI, we have got another best part here called analytics. So this analytics is going to be available only for the admins or anyone with the CXO permission, right? So this will give you more like a deeper insights of your user activity under the overview, including the most used features versus the least used features, including the adoption data that you could access here. But as we are focusing on the goals, you can simply go to the productivity and you would get to see, you can filter this by, say, last 90 days. You will see all the goals statuses, irrespective of department or the business unit, and then the department-wise goal status, the types of the goals data. You're allowed to click on each one of it as it is, and you can access the data and you can nudge them, export them, do anything that you want. And then user with most goals achieved, user with least goals achieved, the check-in over the time. So there are like multiple widgets has been included in the analytics that will give you more side of insights in terms of the goals compared to the dashboard that you would get in the goals module. And this analytics is dispersed across all the modules like performance. In performance, if you're using Engagely's performance, you are allowed to select multiple cycles and you can compare the performers, right? See, high performers, low performers, 9 box. So there are like various dashboard that we have included. And again, this is dispersed across the modules, as I told you, survey, growth, across everything. This is another best part of you switching over to the new UI. Cadence, yes, we will be sharing you this recording. Probably you can connect with your account manager and they will be able to help you with the recording. Or we will be sending this recording along with our upcoming newsletter too. But at any cost, you will be getting the recording for sure. All right. So in short, that's quite about the overall goals module that we have. And I'm pretty much sure, like, this is going to save a lot of time considering the amount of time that you spend on the current version. As I told you, the most simplified version. And as of now, we got like 40 to 50% of our clients have been already migrated to the new UI and the goals 3.0. All we've been hearing is a positive everywhere. Everything is positive. Even if they give any feedback, we have listened to it and we have made those changes, especially the filters that I was talking about here, choosing the department and accessing the goals that belong to a specific group of people who belong to a department. These are like we deployed in last month after hearing some of the feedback. So we would request you to kindly get transition to the new UI and share your feedback. If it is legit, we will be able to help you deploying that. Does Goals 3.0 looks the same in Tangerine? No. The Tangerine one is the Goals 2.0. It's the previous version. This is the latest version. And to be very honest, this is the most simplified version when you compare to the Tangerine one. So this version is called Indigo. Okay. Having said that, awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Shari. Let me go back to the screen here. Okay. The product overview is done. And let me go to the slideshow. Just wanted to give you a quick snapshot on whatever we discussed so far. So we discussed about the goal creation, about the new UI, how you cascade a goal, how you copy and assign goals to multiple users, and how you manage the top level hierarchy goals with that goal hierarchy, the tree view. Using the tree view, how you can easily create goals and cascade to multiple people again, setting up goals priority and advanced filter. So these are some of the new options that we have explored so far. And what is something gonna come up? As I told you again, Engagely is always evolving as a product, and we are still developing our product. And what you can expect in the next 1 or 2 months: integrations and automation, agentic AI. That is something like we are focusing on out of nowhere. So what you can expect is to expect an agentic AI available across all the modules, say goals, feedback, learning, growth, meetings. In addition to that, we are also bringing the HR assistant agent and Engagely resources agent to the front line, which means to say the moment you log into the application, there will be an agentic AI there to help you. You can ask for any tasks, you can ask any questions, the agentic AI would help you with that. So that is the future that we are looking forward to it, right? And what are some of the other new features that is going to come up in the next 1 or 2 months? Advanced analytics that we just explored a while back, enhanced goals overview page. So we are going to enhance the goals overview dashboard in a more better way, and redesigned goal progress update, and advanced Slack integration with more capabilities. So we are planning to integrate, I mean, we already have the integration with Slack and Microsoft Teams for the notifications. But now we are planning to incorporate more capabilities that would allow you to even perform more actions, more tasks directly from Slack without even logging into Engagely. So that is what we are planning to integrate. So these options or the features whatsoever going to come up in the next 2 months, it's going to be really a game changer. I really can't wait seeing that. And we can connect for the next session. And I'll be exclusively walking you through on the agentic AI and these redesigned version of goals as well as the Slack integration. Any final thoughts, any questions so far? Okay. If not, I have one final thing to share with you all, which is nothing but, give me 1 second here. Let's go here. I hope you all can see the screen. Yes. So we are having a client summit, which is going to happen in the Nashville, Tennessee, right? And I'm going to drop this link in the chat box. Please go ahead and reserve your seat. If somebody is staying near to Nashville, please feel free to attend the summit. And we are excited to see you in person and have those conversation going. And if anybody is interested to be a panelist, if you want to have a talk in the summit, please feel free to share your details with your account managers. We are happy to get you hosted there, right? So this is another exciting element that I wanted to share on today's session. November 4th and 5th, uh, uh, Nashville, Tennessee is where you can expect that summit to happen, and you can access this link and reserve your seat. Or if you want to be a panelist, please connect with your account managers. They can help you with that. All right. Finally, thank you, everyone. I would really appreciate your patience, and thank you for showing that excitement on the new UI and the Goals 3.0. As a next step, if you want to instantly migrate, please connect with your AM. We will be able to migrate you to the new version instantly. And if you have any questions, please reach out or you can navigate to help.engagely.com. We have all the updated resources available right there for your reference. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Goodbye.